Unbelievably satisfying factory machines in action. The hum begins before the first spark, a low vibration, a mechanical heartbeat. Then motion, slow, deliberate, hypnotic. Steel arms glide in perfect sequence. Conveyor belts whisper. Pistons rise and fall like lungs breathing in rhythm. Welcome to the most mesmerizing show on Earth. A world where precision is poetry and power has choreography. This isn't chaos. This is harmony made of metal. Every second, thousands of gears spin in sync. Liquids flow through translucent tubes. Blades slice with surgical perfection. And the result? Pure satisfaction. There's something irresistible about watching machines in motion. The way everything clicks, turns, and aligns with clockwork certainty. It's not just about production, it's about perfection. Watch as robotic arms weld sparks into beauty, each movement pre-programmed yet somehow graceful. See automated presses flatten sheets of steel, the rhythm so precise it feels like music. Even the smallest details, screws rolling down a spiral feeder, packages gliding into formation, carry a quiet thrill. You can't look away, because deep down, this mechanical symphony speaks to something human, our craving for order, rhythm, and mastery. Behind every piston and every pulse lies design, data, and discipline. Machines don't improvise, they execute. They repeat with impossible accuracy, transforming chaos into creation, over and over again. Factories are not just places where things are made, they're cathedrals of precision. Every sound is a note, every motion a beat, every spark a burst of light in the grand symphony of progress. If you've ever watched a hydraulic press crush metal into shape, or seen a bottling line flow like liquid choreography, you know that feeling. That deep, wordless wow. So before we dive deeper into this world of elegance and efficiency, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because what you're about to see isn't just productivity, it's performance. Welcome to the world of unbelievably satisfying machines, where precision meets beauty and progress moves with purpose. Power doesn't always explode, sometimes it flows. In a factory, power hides inside rhythm. Every spin, every lift, every cut is a small miracle of timing. Nothing is random, nothing wasted. The beauty of factory machines lies not in their noise, but in their control. They move with confidence, as if each bolt and bearing knows its role in the grand design. Hydraulics pulse with the weight of physics. Sensors blink like tiny stars. And somewhere in the middle of it all, millions of calculations happen every second. Invisible, precise, perfect. This is the modern orchestra of industry. Watch a laser cutter glide across metal, smooth, steady, leaving behind a glowing trace of geometry. See a robotic arm assemble parts with movements so fluid it feels alive. Or a bottling line folding boxes faster than the human eye can follow, mechanical ballet in motion. We call them machines, but what they really are is manifested intelligence. Every movement you see is a physical echo of human thought, mathematics given muscle, software turned into rhythm. Factories are where logic becomes tangible. A design written in code becomes a structure of steel. A formula becomes force.
And that transformation from idea to impact is what makes technology satisfying to watch. Because it's not just efficiency, it's precision under pressure. Machines like these don't guess, they measure. A robotic filler knows exactly when to stop pouring, down to the drop. A stamping press hits with the same power, cycle after cycle for years without fail. There's something strangely calming about that kind of certainty in motion. That's why watching these machines feels so good. It's the reassurance of order in a chaotic world. Each piston, each blade, each conveyor says, there is logic, there is balance. We built these systems not to destroy, but to perfect. True power in technology is never wild, it's disciplined. It's the quiet mastery of force and form, working together in unity. And the deeper you look, the more you realize these machines don't just build things, they build trust. Trust that a design will work. Trust that science holds true. Trust that what was once imagination can move, cut, shape, and produce flawlessly. That's the meaning of modern machinery. Power guided by precision, creation born from control, beauty hidden in repetition. Every motion tells the same story, the story of how far we've come and how much further we're willing to go. Behind every whirring conveyor belt and flashing sensor, there's a story, not of metal, but of mind. Because no matter how advanced a factory becomes, every machine starts the same way, with a human idea. Before the gears turn, before the code runs, someone sketches a line. Someone draws a circuit. Someone asks, how can we make it better? Every machine you see, from a bottle filler to a robotic welder, is the result of thousands of hours of human thought, testing, and trust. Behind the precision of automation lies the persistence of creation. Walk through any modern factory and look closer. You'll see the human fingerprints, not literally, but in every design decision, every software update, every calibration. There's an engineer at the control panel, watching numbers flicker across the screen like a heartbeat. There's a machinist tightening a component by feel because experience has taught him what perfection sounds like. There's a team in an office upstairs, adjusting code, tweaking sequences, chasing efficiency by fractions of a second. Machines repeat, but people refine. That's what makes this world so satisfying, the partnership between man and mechanism. Machines give us speed, strength, precision. Humans give them meaning, creativity, purpose. Automation doesn't erase humanity, it amplifies it. Every robot arm is guided by a human idea. Every system update is written by a human mind. Every flawless cycle is born from human patience. Think about it. When a factory runs perfectly, when the timing is seamless and the process flows like a song, we feel proud because that rhythm didn't happen by chance. It happened by design. There's beauty in that collaboration. It's not man versus machine. It's man with machine. Together, they form a symphony of efficiency that defines modern civilization.
Factories aren't cold or soulless. They're alive with human intention. They're living proof that craftsmanship has simply evolved, from the workbench to the workstation, from the hammer to the hydraulic press. Even the smallest improvement matters. A smoother weld, a faster conveyor, a cleaner cut. Each one is a human victory written in steel. Because perfection isn't a machine's dream, it's ours. And that's why watching these machines in action feels so satisfying. We're not just seeing automation, we're seeing human genius, discipline, and imagination moving at full speed. Every gear, every motor, every flicker of light is a reflection of the same truth. Machines may perform the work, but it's people who give the world motion. Listen closely. The rhythm builds. Conveyors roll in perfect unison. Hydraulic presses descend with thunderous grace. Robotic arms twist, weld, and lift. Their movements so precise they seem choreographed by instinct. It's more than motion. It's music made of machinery. This is where the story of progress becomes tangible, where electricity, code, and craftsmanship merge into one continuous stream of creation. You can feel it, the hum in the air, the vibration through the floor, the deep satisfaction of order in motion. In a world obsessed with chaos, factories are the quiet pulse of perfection. Every rotation, every repetition, Every spark of light proves that discipline still matters, that excellence still exists. Watch the packaging line. Hundreds of items gliding past, sealed and stacked in flawless harmony. Watch the CNC cutter glide through solid aluminum, every pass identical to the last. Watch molten plastic pour into molds, cool and emerge as something new, a product born from heat, pressure, and precision. Each of these actions tells a single story. That creation is humanity's most satisfying instinct. We build because we must. We organize because we can. We chase perfection not out of greed, but out of curiosity to see how far precision can go before it becomes art. That's what these machines represent. Not just productivity, but possibility. Every smooth cut, every synchronized movement, every perfect assembly is proof that chaos can be tamed, that beauty can exist in repetition. But none of this happens by accident. It happens because people, engineers, designers, technicians refuse to settle for good enough. They adjust, they refine, they perfect. Every small improvement is a victory. Every second saved is a legacy. In their hands, factories become something more than production lines. They become proof that we can still make miracles from metal. And that's what makes this world so deeply satisfying. Because behind every smooth process is struggle. Behind every perfect rhythm is persistence. The satisfaction comes not just from the result, but from the journey that created it. So when you watch these machines work, the bottles filling, the presses stamping, the arms dancing in sync, remember what you're really seeing. You're watching human intention turned into motion. You're watching discipline take physical form. You're watching the future being built, one perfect cycle at a time.
Factories don't just produce things, they produce confidence. They remind us that progress isn't loud, it's steady, measured, and deliberate. And if there's one message hidden beneath all this sound and motion, it's this. Perfection isn't luck. It's built by hands, by code, by heart. So before you go, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who still believes that making things is magic, because it is. These machines don't just work, they perform. They remind us that satisfaction doesn't come from watching power, it comes from understanding purpose. Because at the end of the day, the most satisfying machine on Earth isn't the one that moves the fastest. It's the one that proves what humanity can achieve when we work in perfect rhythm. Machines don't build the future.